Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware risk in the future trading. We're not your financial advisor, so whatever you do, it is at your own risk. I mean, it was really something uh, for the last 20 minutes. The ES wanted to get up and go for long, and the Nasdaq has a problem when it was down, was not able to break all those resistance, and then when the news came out, just the market broke up to the upper side and broke all the resistance. And that indicate for you when the market there is a news in the market, none of the indicators or none of your support resistance will work when there is a breaking news. When the market is fast, there are a news, good or bad news. So the market will plunge or the market will break out despite all your indicators. However, the auto trades catch it. And if you notice on the auto trade, we were going short on the ES. And then all of a sudden, you can see the big bar broke even. And then when it was confirmed, took the breakout, which exactly what also did on the NASDAQ. So the auto trade responded immediately from immediate short to immediate long, and stays. Those two are swing trading, and somehow the Russell today is still on the short position. So, and the YM as well. So that tells you how the market is a very unpredictable. At the moment, the situation we are in, we are on a very strong trend. Profit taken on this R5, R7, those are reversal. In the same time, they are profit taken. So there is a profit taken in this area here, and there is a profit taken on the NASDAQ when the market, this is amazing. This is coming, the target from the market analyzer. And the market analyzer have 5 different auto trade. This is from the market analyzer, and this is the target, and every trade is different target. Calculate the trend. It's not a pre fixed target. It is calculating the trend of the market, and it's self-adjusted target and trailing stop and stop loss. It's self-adjusted. So as we see right now, the market is strong. We're not going to argue with this. It's only long. A profit taken on the way. That's okay. The institutional target, those are the most important. We have only 3 targets, 1 and 2 for the morning session, and number 3 is for the afternoon session. Now, sometimes days like this, it's not unusual for the NASDAQ hit all 3 targets in the morning. Foreign traders, when he's auto trading or he's trading, once he hit the target 2, he needs to consider the morning session is over. Because for the last, we've been in the public now 17 years, and for the last 30 years, those equations, they're not available to every uh, firm or any trader. They are coming from different sources, and those are institutional numbers. They are institutional targets. And once you hit the target 2, profit taken, it goes back to target 1 and go back to target 2, goes back to target 2 and go for at least 30-40 minutes once you hit target 2. So right now, this plunge should not be scaring you. This plunge is a re-entry. Right now, we have a re-entry on that level and that level right now, but we're not going to put an order for you because also there is a news came out at 10 o'clock. And the re-entry also is on the 26,000. This is a re-entry. It's right there, a re-entry. And the re-entry on the ES is right here. Those are the re-entry on both. So this is a pullback re-entry. I don't want you to take those trades because the market is going very fast and the news just came out. But those are the re-entry on the Nasdaq and ES, um, and this is the only entries you have right now. I don't want to take the re-entry from that support area because the market is fast and we just had two medium uh, news came out. So the market needs to digest to the news. But we are doing extremely good. We are going forward and it is long, long. There is no short, despite the sellers over the buyers, because there is some people that just measure the sellers and the buyers. This is not the whole story because they can cancel the order millisecond before they get filled. Sometimes they use the buy orders and the sell orders to buy a limited time with large order to buy a limited time on the market, but you should not just measure the buyers and the sellers, you need to measure the whole market. So despite the sellers over the buyer on the ES, you don't have a short trade. Be careful. So it's just a pullback, re-entry, profit taken, and the market is taken uh, 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 again to the long side with a weaker trend. The market we can see from 1 to 30 minutes, and on the Nasdaq from is a weaker trend. It's no longer strong trend. Be careful. So on that pullback re-entry, you don't have that much beef momentum in there to drive the market very high at this moment. So we need to be very cautious if we are taking a re-entry and a re-entry long, because right now the trend is not as strong when it was a breakout. So you really have to be uh, calculating what's going on the market, and you always have to identify if the trend is strong or weak. This is very important to understand if the trend is strong or weak, and that can if you are auto trading, swing trading, or scalping, and if you are in a trade, you'll understand if this trade should be quick trade or you can hold on to this trade for swing trading. As you see from the auto trade, is a swing trading. I use a swing trading. I used to be many years ago. I used to be very much against swing trading. I always preferred scalping, but around 17 years dealing with the public traders, training traders. Uh, there is a lot of newbies coming in, and you need to train them. And I find it very difficult for a trader is untrained eye, and this is really important. It's not indicators, it's not auto trades. It is untrained eyes because some traders, if you give him a fib, he only see line. If you put this system here to a trained eye, he knows what he's doing. He see gold in there. You give this chart to untrained eye, he sees rubbish and a bunch of lines. So a diamond can be glass to him, and to somebody the glass is diamond. So um, you need to have the eye trained on the market conditions, and this is really important whether you are auto trading or despite which system you are using. I'm not talking about my system, I'm talking about everybody's system. So you have to have the eye for the market condition. At this moment, the market gaining a lot of momentum, and now it is on a full throttle again. But when it was coming down to here below this yellow line, the market was not really strong enough, and now we start getting the strength, and then we are most likely on the Nasdaq, we will be hitting target one, profit taken on target one. The ES has a long way to go to the target one. It is 7,000. Amazing, amazing market, 7,000. But it will get there if the Nasdaq able to hit the target one. So we need to keep our eye on it to make sure that this ES have enough energy to go parallel with the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is extremely strong at the moment. The ES starts sinking. I don't like that. This is the most problem traders don't understand. Is uh, You hear somebody saying, "I trade Nasdaq only. I don't like ES," or somebody say, "I trade ES. I don't like Nasdaq." Whether you are trading DAX, which is in Tyskland, Germany, or you are trading Nasdaq, the only best signal you have in the house is your ES. You cannot, even if you are only auto trading Nasdaq and you're trading only Nasdaq, you need to keep your eye on the ES, because when you put those two charts together on the minute chart, not some stupid Renko or some kind of banana Renko, you think you got something there. You all those Renko, including our Renko, we have Renko bars, including our Renko bar, do not give you the true trend on a chart. And the last is a long story for the Renko. The Renko, uh, how long it's been? It's been like maybe 12, 13 years ago. There is one guy, he used to be a hacker. He used to hack Ninja Trader indicators. And this guy, by accident, he came out with Renko by accident. And the hacker got hacked. And then everybody start using Renko. It's a very simple equation for the Renko. You can make your own Renko. So long story short, before, when we used to need to predict the reversals, because the reversals, there are more money in the reversal if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, the reversal can be, um, they bite. They can hurt your account if you don't know. You have to be very well trained to take reversal trade. That's why sometimes I don't want to call the reversal here, because they are. One time, one of our traders, he was on somebody's webinar, and and he's my customer, and he takes only reversal. He never trade with the trend. And he sent me a message. He said, "Come listen to this idiot." When he asked him about the reversal, he said there is no such things called reversal, and he's given webinar because this idiot don't know how to reverse the market because he don't have experience. Yet he's charging people for webinar to learn how to trade. So uh, the reversal is a different level of trading. There are more money in the reversal than trading with the trend. But you have to be very well trained, and you have to be very well disciplined in order for you to trade with the reversal, because there are a lot of money in the reversal. Even on a scalping reversal, we have some scalpers reversal. They make tons of money when the market is chopped, and they are really. Uh, this is this is one of them. This is a reversal, you know, and we have many. I don't know, maybe how many reversal we have. We have a few reversal auto trades. Doesn't matter. So before, when we used to do the reversal, we used to use range bar, because they were perfect. And then when they came out with a the Renko bar are extremely good to reverse the market. Extremely, even if you are using auto trade on a Renko bar, you get filled by your broker perfectly with the Renko bar. They are um, very friendly to your broker, the Renko bar. However, even if you are using a Renko bar, you cannot depend on only a Renko bar. So the way when I need to take reversal, I confirm with the 1 minute when there is trend exhaustion. When I see trend exhaustion on the minutes chart, I start looking at the Renko for reversal. But this is a total different uh, um, um, equation that I'm not going to sit down for many hours explain this on the YouTube for free. But uh, the best way it is, if you're not experienced, you need to confirm a trade, confirm trend, pullback re-entry. This is your best option. So right now, on the on the ES and on the Nasdaq, if you notice on the ES, we had a profit taken in this area here, and then the system giving you short signal in here, which for our traders, if you are in a trade like on this ES or Nasdaq, let's say if you are on the ES and the auto trade is taking it straight, of course the auto trade you have an option to close position immediately and secure your profit, but also if you don't want it to take over and close, you can, this one here can help you to take load of your, if you have 2 lots, 3 lots, maybe when you see the short trade, you wanted to take 1 or 2 lots out of the equation. The reason is, even if this market go higher than this area here, there is an expectation of fatigue in the trend. So when the short are plot in there, that means there is a problem with the trend. So this is when you see it a plot automatically on your chart, you need to consider if you want to take a profit, because you don't need to do any drawing, you don't need anything, you just need to follow what the chart is telling you. Even if you are auto trading, it will be very advisable to look at the technical chart, which sadly I tell you, when we go to give support to our customers, the ones they are into auto trade, believe me or not, they don't have the technical chart, which they have it. They already paid for it. They don't have the technical chart. And they don't have the market analyzer either on their computer. So when I'm giving an advice, does not mean all my traders are listen to me. There is some traders have a ear problem like my children, so they don't want to hear. But most 65% of the traders, when I log in or Zach log in the support and try to give help, we don't see the trading panel, we don't see technical chart, and he just 100% relying on auto trades. A grown man, you cannot tell him to do anything, you know. So, but I strongly advise for our traders, our customers. You have mini monitors, most of them have mini monitors. Put a couple of charts in there, technical, to look at it. I'm not telling you to trade it, I'm telling you to look at it, because that will help you understand what's going on in the market at this moment. At the moment, you should not you should not take any trade, a new trade. If you are on a trade, it's good, but you should not take a trade in here, or you should not allow your auto trade to take a trade in here, and there is no safe stop loss, as we covered last week. when you are taking a trade, let's say from the 7,000, you can hide your stop loss behind the support area. But if you are taking the trade here, there is nothing uh, supporting your stop loss. So when people are auto trading, and your auto trade doesn't matter where your auto trade coming from, and you are taking a long trade from here. Yes, we have a projection, but it's not strong projection at this moment. So um, you don't understand then when your auto trade is taking a trade, let's say any area, and you don't have your stop loss protected, most likely that trade is on 50-50. You know, when you have the stop loss protected behind the support or the resistance, it's become 70-30. 70-30. So you so when your auto trade take a trade, you should yes, exactly, Harold. Exactly. Yes, sir. Exactly. Um, so when you're auto trade, the reason I say to traders to put the technical chart, because let's say when you're auto trade taking a trade, you can see it on your chart. Where is your stop loss? You can see immediately if your trade is protected or is unprotected. Jesus, my clients are killing it. Uh, Mr. Vito, yeah, I mean, I have this flu after I came in, and this guy made 4K. He is an Italian living in England. Cannot be any worse than that. He done 4K, and we have a gentleman by name Harold. When he came in, he was really confused, and now he recognized what I'm saying. And let me show you his comment. And and now he start having confidence in his trade. And manual trading is a place to start before auto trading. Perfect, perfect word. And believe me or not, we have many traders came in that were lost, and finally they got to see it. It's not something to be bragging about. This is our job to make sure that traders can build confidence and can understand. It's not just a dishwasher machine, you know. Um, so this is a re-entry. If you are following us, this is the re-entry on the Nasdaq right there. We always tell you this is the re-entry at the yellow number. However, if this number broke, this means all the long trades are finished. All the long trades are done. So this is always, always, guys, this is a re-entry, and this is a re-entry right there. This is a re-entry, and this is a re-entry. Always, always. This one is very well calculated, and 9 out of 10, when you put the re-entry order on that number here, you're gonna make money. 9 out of 10. But you know, also you have to understand how this number works. When the market come in to this number here, let me tell you how it works. It's like you're trying to break a door. You know, you start kicking it. So the first time the market comes, is stop, and the third time, the fourth time. So it's this like you're kicking the door. You kick it the first time, the second time, the third time. Eventually, this line is going to be broken. So if the market wants to go down, it's going to stop on that number one time, two times, three times, but then eventually is going to be broken. Here is another things I want to show you again. When we had the sell short signal here, look what happened. The signal came in ahead of time, and telling you to take your profit right there. And it's not a repaint. The second bar was a little. What kind of image you sent? I hope not your picture. This is very good. 4,943. This is very good. Very good, Vito. So, also Adil, he become a gangster as well. This is Adil. Three, 4, 6, 5, 3, 4, 6, 5, 3, 4, 6, 5. Good. Thank you, Vito. So let's see, where are we? Okay, there is no more long trades on the ES. Be careful. We have a re-entry on 6999. I'm not gonna call it. The market losing, and here's the problem. We have a lot of support on the. Remember, guys, especially our traders, we have a lot of from last year. We have a lot of new traders, lot, and they're all going on the right direction. Just to our traders, when you are looking at the blue charts, it's three pieces. It's not two pieces. This is above this line here. We are long. Always stay long above this yellow number. Always stay long. This is extreme accurate number. It goes and measure the market, and it gives you, look, the market went up. He went up with the market. And if you notice here, from that bar, stayed on the same line. It's not a dummy moving average. There is a lot of calculation in there. You can see how he went up with the market and where he stayed. He stayed from that bar, and he did not respond it anymore with the market. Okay, above that number, always go long. Below that number, always short. Always. Only if you are taking reversal. And we're not going to cover reversal on a YouTube channel. The chart is cut into three pieces. I don't like to draw on the chart. This is one section. Long. Only long. this section, you see where all the fibs, they are not stupid fibs. Those are measuring the market, and this is a turbulence, this area here. And then the short is right here. So the market is split in three pieces. This is the long area. This is no trade. No trade. And this is a short. There is no such a thing called long and short. And any guy say there is a long and short, that means he's not a trader. He's not a trader. Because there is a place where the market is not tradable. When a guy cannot see the ES right now is not a tradable, he have a problem with his trading. He should not be trading people. Not just for the sake of money, because he's misguiding those traders. When always on the chart, there are places where you can auto trade, where you can trade, and when you need to stay the hell out. When the market comes between those lines here, you should close all your trades, whether it's auto trade or manual trade. This is a turbulence in here. As an example, when the market starts, because this is what I was saying, that when you tell a guy, look at the fibs, what he sees rubbish lines. He don't understand anything about the market. And then you give it to professional trader, and then he see gold mine. It depends who's looking at it. And let's say if the market is dropping, if you notice how the market is dropping, where it comes on the first support. Now, if there are more weakness, it's not going to be rejected on the first support. It will be on the second or the third or the fourth. So you cannot any longer depend on that direction, the market, because you don't know where it's going to project, and you don't understand if you need to go long or short. And this is where the trader get lost. This is where the trader get lost, because he dive into an area he don't know where the level is going to be rejected. So when a guy goes to used furniture store and buy sell signal from a cheap app for a couple $100, he don't have even a Skoda. He have a picture of a car and he want to beat somebody with a high performance and education. What is his chances for him to make it in the market? Zero. So there is nothing called buy and sell signals. There is nothing called just turn it on and you're going to be rich. The market has a different condition every 5 minutes, every minute have a different condition. So when the market dropped, every guy using ATR, buy sell signal. And when those guys, sometimes you can see they are hiding, because you can see from their picture they hide the time frame, but sometimes you can see every couple bars they have a buy sell signal and they try to hide it. And that is chop market, and they don't have any direction in the chop market. So by this time here, everybody is taking a short trade, and it is a pullback re-entry. And we don't know if the pullback re-entry from here or here. So when those guys taking short blindly, and what they're diving into support area. And when they are diving into the support area and their auto trade taken long, they're gonna have a losing trade. And here is the fun part. There is some people don't know how to uh, calculate. Maybe they need a calculator because $200 a day losing trade. That is $50,000 a year. Most of those guys, they hardly have $5,000 in their account. 80% of the new traders, they need the prop account because they don't have money. So there are more people, which we have. We have a lot of traders have a prop account, but they did their training before, and so right now what is coming into the trading, people have no money. They wanted to have a quick rich scam, which they see on, I cannot name it, some platform, and they want to use a couple $100 on a buy sell indicators, and they want to get rich within a month. I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that dream reality. Then I would have done the same. The market change condition, and there are places in the chart is split to three always. You have a long area, you have a short area, and there is an area like here. You should not be touching, you should not be auto trading. You need to stay the hell away from the market because it bites. Even if you got away with one trade, it bites. Because if you make one trade today, you're gonna have 7 days. The next 7 days you're gonna lose. So don't get happy because you made it with a couple $100. This is not consistency. What we need, maybe you're gonna make it through those lines one time, but you're not gonna get away with it every day. So you calculated $200 losses because you don't read the chart and you just relying on an auto trade. The best question I've had by a gentleman a couple of years ago, he said, isn't the auto trade supposed to know all of it? No, not even your AI system is so stupid sometimes, the AI, and make the biggest mistake. Your AI is fat. When you're building with an AI system, you're putting RSI, momentum, ATR, MACD. You're giving him a junk and you're getting junk. You're getting a lagging indicators, and they're all using the same indicators. All those people, they are using the same indicators and tweaking the signal buy sell. There is nothing new in the market. There is nothing new in the market since 1980. The only thing has come out with this market is the fast internet, which I used to be on a satellite. In Switzerland, we had a delay 1 minute, 2 minutes sometimes on an ES, the big ES. And the Renko bar came out a few years ago. That's the only two things has happened. The AI system, it is really has not improved the traders. They got them lost more because now they are dependent on the AI, and the AI cannot do the job yet. They cannot do the job yet. They are the calculation, the signals does not calculate the market structure. It's just indicators. So the myth in there, they think by putting a bunch of indicators on an AI and it generate buy sell signal, which everybody is selling it. You can go to the vegetable guy, and when you buy 1 kilo banana, he give you free indicator with it. His son is making AI indicators. Those AIs are not reading the market structure as when you are looking at the market structure as a human being. They are not. They don't understand the chart is split in three pieces. They don't understand something called fake movement. or a real movement. They don't understand there is something called weak trend, and there is something called a strong trend, and there is a profit taking areas. They don't understand that. So we have tried with our experience and my programmer to put the AI on a test, and it fell on every single formula. It failed. Now, for a guy is untrained, a lousy trader, don't understand the market, you give him a new toy to play with, and he thinks himself is going to get away with it. Here is the thing: is they are staying with the AI for 6 months, 1 year, and they're still not able to trade. Simple as that. And they will never be able to trade because they're not looking at the market, and despite all those commercial, in the reality, none of those guys can go live, period. As you notice here, we said earlier today, those are in institutional numbers, and now the Nasdaq hit the institutional number, and a profit taken on an institutional number, which is target 1, and the ES is coming to the institutional number, target 2. Now the market is extremely strong going forward. It was a little weakness, but then pulled back and got the very strong. And now we are going to hit the institutional number 1714, profit taken on 1714. Usually those institutional numbers they hit around 11 o'clock plus minus 5-10 minutes. Every time you see those institutionals, they hit around 11 o'clock. Does mean it is over. You know, excuse me. I've been sick for 10 days with this flu, and finally I'm getting out of it, but I'm still a little bit. Is the end of it. So as we see here, a profit taken on target 1. What happened usually in the market, which a trader can understand the next movement in the market, where when you are just using solo indicator, you don't understand what's going on. A profit taken on target 1, and you can see profit taken, and here is the re-entry again right there. Again, here is the re-entry again, profit taken. If we look at the Nasdaq right now, the Nasdaq is very strong, very strong. So it's capable of pulling back re-entry. I can take it long trade. Only this place, no auto trade, only this place is valid for re-entry. I cannot take an entry a trade in here. It is a very high risk to take a trade in here, and it is a place where, like, you have a swing trading, and you can say, I'll take a profit on target 2, or I'll take a profit on the target with the market analyzer calculated. Now we have the target 1 coming on the ES. It will be profit taken on the ES target 1, and now it is 1044, and those are the targets around 11 o'clock. They come in right on time. Here it is. $10.45. Those targets around 11 o'clock, plus minus 10 minutes. Here they are. On the market analyzer, Autotrade is saying the ES target is 70.14. This one is coming from the market analyzer, so I'm gonna leave it as is and let it take a profit. 2 contract, and the target, and here it is. it has extended the target by itself a little bit. You can see how it extend the target by itself because it's recalculating the trend. And if there is a strong trend, it's going to jump. And if it's not, it's going to go back down to catch the trend. Target hit on the institutional and a profit taken on that institutional number. The Nasdaq is going to climb to target 2. No problem. It's very strong. And by 11 o'clock, we will hit target 2. Done. Look at this. Look at this. It's trying to grab as much as he can out of that trade. He keep extended the trade by itself. You see, the target is trying to extend the target by itself to see how much he can get out of it. Look, you see, it's jumping by itself. It's doing the calculating. And here is target 1, institutional number. And look at this baby, profit taken. Profit taken. And what happened is going to drag the Nasdaq with him. And if we look at the Nasdaq, it's dragging the Nasdaq with him. So we know what's going on with the Nasdaq. We know the Nasdaq is going to hit target 2. And we know this one here, it is because of profit taken. Has nothing to do with your indicator, AI, no matter what you have. Has nothing to do with your platform, indicators, whatever it is. It has nothing to do with it. It's just profit taken. Live with it. And now because of the timing, the ES is going to go back strongly, and they're both going back to hit target 2. Once we hit target 2, we are done for today. It's a very strong market right now. Now it's 10:48. We have 10 more minutes. Most of our traders are done for today. Good. Good, Adil. This is another one, not just Harold. Adil, when he came a year ago, also he was a mess. Actually, when you came in, Adil, I didn't think you'll make it, honestly. And I said, oh God, I have a problem on my hand. And I mean, this year you came a long way, Adil. I congratulate you, really. I mean, you came from 0 to 100. I salute you. We only have this Italian man, Vito, living in England mentally. Did you get married, Vito, or you run away from your fiance? Or maybe she committed suicide. She couldn't live without you. We're still on target 1, and because of the ES. Very true, Harold. Don't work in the process. Just don't give up. True, sir. True. Now it's 10:50. The re-entry has changed on the Nasdaq is now right there. The re-entry. Just want to show you how strong those lines are. And the re-entry on the ES. You know, this is something that we have covered last week about the double support, double resistance. If you are in a good mood for that day. You can take a small trade with a small stop loss, and it just, if it hold, it hold. It don't hold, that's okay. We tried. So there are a lot of small trades in between, and then you don't have to invest a lot when you start getting confidence, and you can see where I have a re-entry point is right there. And if it losses is only a few ticks, couple three ticks. It's not gonna be a big deal. And it might most likely is gonna get filled and keep going because the market is strong to the longer side. So at the end of the day, you can, when you see some pullback re-entry, guys, try to make an entry with a very small stop loss, affordable one, not $200, maybe $50. If you are on a micro account, maybe $5, just for the hell of it. And once you understand how the system works and you have a confidence, you start taking those small trades. And they are sometimes they surprise you. They make um, they make a lot of money sometimes. With just a very stop loss, small ones. Like now on the ES, the market is up, and the profit taken, and you just look at the Nasdaq. Look at the Nasdaq. Look, look. You see, they are amazing. You know, and then if it's not, then you put the small stop loss. That doesn't matter. And look, let's see if we can get filled on the ES. You can test it. You know, look at this. And you can get rid of it. $10, $20, $30 stop loss is not gonna kill you. And look, here it is. And then I take the stop loss here. It's no longer expensive. If the bar closes on the upper side, I'll go ahead and make break even immediately. It's a very cheap trade. Costs nothing. Look, look. This is the difference when you have a confidence in your system. You're landing your aircraft in the middle of the airport, in the middle of nowhere with no lights. You're relying on your instruments, and that's what the trading all about your instruments. It's not about the trader himself. When he built, when he have a confidence in his instruments, he can land his aircraft on a dark, no lights runway. That's what it's all about. And if it close, it close. You tried it. Always try to take a trade in the middle of the chart to see. It might go, it might not. Little investment. And if we look at the Nasdaq right now, it is profit taken in those area here, and most likely it's gonna go up. And here it is. And now we got filled on the second one. And look, both of them are on the same place where we took that trade. That's how accurate it is. With a very small stop loss, it doesn't matter. And this is the end of the day. If you made some money, you can try take a small trades, $50, $30, and it might turn to $1,000. So don't underestimate re-entry, pullback re-entry, and it's good. The Nasdaq is going up. The market wants to go up, and the ES is just, it's like a mule. It doesn't want it to go up. The Nasdaq is ready, but the ES doesn't want to go up. Needs a little battery to give it a boost. The Nasdaq wants to go up, but the ES is stopping the Nasdaq to go up. And now what we do, investment, $50 investment, and now we break even. Now we are done with the Nasdaq. My job is done with the Nasdaq. They can do whatever you want with the Nasdaq. We're done. If it breaks even, break even, or you put it on the plus one take for your broker. So it happened, it happened. It didn't happen, didn't cost you any money. Okay, didn't cost you any money. Folks, that's all what we have for you today. We say thank you very much, and we'll see you some other days. Thank you, and God bless everyone. Bye for now.